All right, so 14, 15, and 16, all we're doing is factoring on these. Let's see real quick. Maybe we can solve this rather quickly on some of these. I'm going to turn my calculator on, go to y equals. I'm going to put number 14 in my calculator. So x squared minus 2x minus 15, second graph. Or actually here, let me go to graph. I have two x solutions. I have one in negative and one in positive. So let's see. Let's go down. Okay, there's one of my zeros at 5. So I have x equals 5. And then I'm going to have my other 0. X is equal to negative 3. So those are my solutions. You can graph. You can also, this is factorable. Number 15, you shouldn't have to graph that. You have a GCF of C. If I take out a C, that becomes C minus 2 is equal to 0. So C is equal to 0, and C is equal to positive 2. That easy. Number 16. I'd probably go ahead and use the quadratic formula. Let's see. Let's find our discriminant. That's going to be 64 minus 4 times 16 times negative 3. That's going to be 64 minus 4 times 16 times negative 3. That gives me 256. 256, I believe, is a perfect square. So that means this is factorable. So I'm going to use slip and slide. So I'm going to take the 16, move it over with the 3. So that becomes x squared minus 8x. 3 times 16 is 48. So minus 48 is equal to 0. All right, we've got x plus and minus. All right, so 48 divided by 9, 48 divided by 7, 48 divided by 6, 6 and 8. That's not going to give me 8 when so it needs to be a bigger number, divided by 12. There we go, 12 and 14. 12 minus, or 12 and 4. 12 minus 4 is 8, so it needs to be negative 12 and positive 4, so I get negative 8. I'm going to remember to bring my a value, which is 16. I'm going to simplify. 2 goes into 4 twice. 2 goes into, actually, nope, take that back. 4 goes into itself 1 time. 4 goes into 16 4 times. So x is going to be equal to negative 1/4. Let's see, 12 divided by 16, that simplifies to 3/4. And that's going to be positive 3/4. All right, so number 17, how many real number solutions does the equation have? Your discriminant, d is equal to 4, not 4, b squared minus 4ac. So I'm going to say d, so b squared, d is equal to 16 minus 4 times 9 times negative 8. All right, negative 4 times 9 times negative 8. Plus 16 gives me 304. That if your discriminant is greater than 0, you have 2 solutions. All right, number 18, my discriminant, that's going to be 100 minus 4 times negative 5 times negative 5. That's going to give me 100 minus 4 times 5, which gives me 0. If d is equal to 0, then you have 1 solution. And just as a side comment, if d was less than 0, then you have no, if d is less than 0, you have no solutions. Okay. Number 19, which is the graph of this vertex form given. All I need to look is my vertex, which is going to be -2, -5. And I know D is out, B is out because it's going down. That means the SAD. That means our A value should be negative, or it would be positive, negative, but our A value is positive, so B is out. Let's see, this is -2. That's right about -5. This is +2, -5. So our answer is A. D is at -2, 0. So D is out. Number 20, describe the graph from f of x to the graph of g of x. The graph of g of x is vertically compressed because our a value is less than 0. Number 21, what is the solution to the equation? So all I'm doing is solving for p. I'm going to move the 30 over. Since it's negative, I'm going to add it. This is going to become 2p over 5 is equal to positive 10 multiplied by 5. That gives me 2p is equal to 50 divided by 2. 50 divided by 2 is going to give me 25. So p is equal to 25. That's all you're doing. So on the test, all you're going to need to do is change out the numbers. What is the solution to each of these equations? So all we're doing is solving for, in number 22, for z. So I'm going to combine terms. Okay, look, -8z, -8z, those cancel each other out. So I'm left with -3 is equal to 8. This is not a true statement. This is a false statement, so I have no solution. Number 23, what equation do you get if you solve for x? So I want to solve for x. So I'm going to move the u over. So I'm going to subtract u from both sides. It cancels. I'm left with -t is equal to rx. I'm now going to divide by r. That gives me x is equal to -t over r. That easy. Number 24, a student has a 76 and a 95 on their first two quizzes. Write and solve the compound inequality to find the possible values of the third quiz that would give her an average between 80 and 90. So I'm going to write 80 on this side and 90 on this side. And we're talking about inclusive, right? We've got 76 plus 95 plus our unknown value for the third quiz. We have a total of 3. Okay, you're going to set it up just like this. I'm going to multiply all sides by 3. So this is going to become 80 times 3, which gives me 240, less than or equal to 76 plus 95 gives me 171 plus x, less than or equal to 90 times 3, which is 270. I'm going to subtract 171 from all 3 sides. So that's going to give me 240 minus 171 is going to give me 69 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 270 minus 171 gives me 99. So they can make, in order to get an average between 80 and 90, they need to score a minimum of 69 and a maximum of 99. Okay. Number 25. This will be the last one we do on this video. Find the slope of the line. I'm going to pick 2 perfect points. Got one there, and actually, technically, sorry, I've got one here and one here. It's a negative slope, so that's going to be negative. I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3 units, so -3 over 1 unit. So that gives me a slope of -3. All right, I'll see you in the next video.